Javier, thank you so much for joining the channel. Super excited that you made the time, and I've just enjoyed this one. This one has been different. I like it.
So it was better than Kyle's.
Kyle's with his calming, I fell asleep.
Kyle's calm and I'm chaotic. It's the perfect match.
That's gonna be the clip, by the way. That is gonna start the live stream.
What, the Kyle's calm and I'm that end of it?
Yeah.
Oh man. Nah, yeah, that'd be funny.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Super excited to have you and have our next guest, Javier Vidana. He is an absolute master at YouTube who just happens to be a real estate agent. And I'm not even going to give him an opportunity to introduce himself because I will do that for him. Javier is the leading real estate agent / YouTuber that is absolutely crushing it, has over 85,000 subscribers on his channel today and is getting millions and millions of views of home buyers and home sellers. So let me repeat that, millions and millions of views from home buyers and home sellers. What real estate agent wouldn't love that? Actually, Javier, I'm not even going to give you a chance to speak throughout this entire interview because you know what you did before we turned on the camera. Anyway, guys, so I want to share with you how to master. I'm so kidding. Javier, how's it going?
It's going good, and I'm really glad that we mentioned what we talked about, because only for the next 30 days, we're going to give a 5% discount using code Javier on your website, right? Using code Javier, 5% off for the next 30 days. So I'm excited for that.
For you, I would do a 50% discount.
Okay, no. Anybody who uses the code Javier for the next 60 days gets a discount. Go ahead.
You act like...
What's your website? Go to that website right now. Get the course. It's going to be solid. 5% off. Use code Javier.
Yeah, Javier Vidana, he sells a course for $5,000.
No. Jaime's course will be 5% off. Use code Javier.
Well, JaimeResendiz.com, that is the website. He is correct in that.
5%
but he
off.
is overestimating my involvement with my courses because I don't have a professional course where you can actually type in a code. So if you're interested in the discount.
So once you go buy his course and email him, then he'll send you 5% back through Venmo or Zelle. He's going to do it right now. Go. The first 10 courses that get bought, email them to me and I'll email them back and they can answer me any question they want. Ask any question they want.
All right. So for the first people that buy 2 courses, you get to shadow Javier as he makes his YouTube videos. If that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do.
I guess.
Can you give us your address?
Sure. We'll do that after if you don't mind.
I do mind. All right, Javier. Hey, man, how's it going, dude?
It's good. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We certainly don't want to make this super awkward or professional or anything. So glad that we're in the right place for that.
Yep,
but,
for sure.
Hey, man, just let's start with how did you get started with YouTube? And then we'll progress from there.
Well, I started with YouTube as a teenager. I'm 28. Jeez Louise. Obviously professional, didn't turn off my notifications. Started off as a as a teenager watching it, back in middle school, high school, watching all the early content creators. And I've always had this weird thing where I'm very weird and nervous in person to person, but put me in front of a camera and audience and I'm like myself, right? So I've always had these aspirations to be in front of a camera somehow. And my YouTube journey on creating content started when I was not happy as a realtor like 7-8 years ago. I would make movie reviews with my friends and they would do terribly. I would make vlogs with my family going to the fair, would do terribly. Started podcasting it all, but each failure was a stepping stone to where my channel is now. Learn how to edit well, spend a lot of hours editing instead of prospecting. I did a lot of hours learning how to combine audio and video. So when the time was right, it was right time, right place, the video and the channel that took off, didn't have to have that learning curve. I just did it right away. So I was very fortunate for have my first 2 videos really kick off. And I've just been riding the momentum since, really. Just got very lucky.
That is awesome, dude. But more than luck, you cracked the code. You cracked the code and the viewers actually, they know about you, not because of me, obviously, because you have a much larger channel than I do. I'm just a peasant, but they know about you in some of the videos that I've made in highlighting, I do consider your channel, and we talked about this before, and we've talked about this in Clubhouse. I know you don't believe it, but I do consider you the model, the gold standard to look at when it comes to channels for real estate agents that want to break into the space of being able to attract home buyers and home sellers. So not only is your channel the largest by subscriber count that caters towards that type of content, but also you have some very engaging videos and you have an engaging audience, and you're doing live streams right now, right?
Yeah, 2 times a week.
So kind of going backwards, I know live stream is not necessarily where a lot of real estate agents start. What led you to do live streams? Was it to connect with the community? Is there something you're seeing with the algorithm? Just starting backwards, what led you to do that?
I've been a fan of Twitch forever. And I used to watch Twitch all the time, whatever favorite gamers were out there. I'm a fan of a bunch of them. Whatever new game would come out, I would watch streams of them, and I'm a fan of it, of live streaming in general. There's a huge live stream genre or content. I would say, even dare say, millions of dollars being poured into Twitch that a lot of the real estate community don't know about. And I wanted to do it. I love the performing. I love the live streaming aspect of it. And I started, if you look early in my channel, I think if you're a member, you can go really back and see them. There's some early videos where I'm just like going live and there's no comments in the stream. I'm just there talking, I'm answering questions. But as I've grown, I mean, it's just like, how can I make my stream more like a Twitch stream? Having chat on the box, having alerts when people subscribe, when they become members, super chats, donations, members, subscribers, all kinds of things happening. So it creates more of a live. It's not nothing new. There's hundreds and thousands of people that do it on Twitch, but having it brought to the real estate's YouTube space where no one's really doing it is just my way of bringing my personality in it. Like I think I'm a gamer first. I love playing Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know what you're talking about with football or NFL or that, but get me in a room about Elder Scrolls or how terrible it's been since Bethesda ruined it, all kinds of stuff. I'm there. So that's the thing, is like, I'm bringing part of my culture in it, and it doesn't seem forced because I love the live stream experience. And on Twitch, you can catch me playing. I think I played chess today on my Twitch stream. So yeah, no, it's just something I've incorporated. I'm seeing more people do it now, which is awesome. But everyone's using StreamYard, and I recommend it for sure. But I don't think people should duplicate what I'm doing because it's my personality. If you want to run a more professional setup, there's definitely room for that as well.
Awesome. So as far as real estate agents that are looking to either expand or even start with, I mean, I guess there's no entry point. Everybody can enter the YouTube market in different ways, whether they want to do shorts, whether they want to do the videos that most commonly people upload, or do live stream. You think it has its place from a realtor / YouTuber perspective? Is that about right?
To start off, yeah, for sure. Once you have something going, for sure. You do need to invest some money though. You have to have somewhat of a system, pay a few. I think StreamYard's only, I don't know, less than something, $20 a month, I think. I don't know. I don't use StreamYard. But in my case, I actually built a streaming computer. I got the camera, I got the setup, I have 2 monitors. When I was ready to stream, I was poured money into it because I saw that as another source of not only connecting my audience, but as well as revenue.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Cool. Well, as far as content that you're seeing right now, either in your channel or in the genre of realtor / YouTube, what do you see is as far as content that real estate agents should be partaking in? What type of video should they be considering for a buyer or seller side?
Well, I think there's 2 avenues to take nowadays. Nowadays, there's a local-based content route, and then now there's a national audience content. Both of them, one is easier and can help you as a real estate agent. The other one is harder, but will help you if you want to be a content creator. I've always classified myself, if not internally, a content creator first and a realtor second. I created videos not because I wanted to increase my business. I created videos because it's an expressive outlet for me, and eventually it collided with my real estate business to the point where it's the only thing I knew how to talk about at a high level. So that's my way of expressing. Literally, I've recently had discoveries about I'm just naturally someone who performs, right? So me talking about real estate on YouTube is just my way of releasing that, because that's the only thing I'm good at, quite frankly, is talking about real estate. So breaking things down like that. So the national presence is possible. It's just going to be a lot harder because you have to bring something new to the table. There's not a lot of us doing it. There's a lot of people that are growing within the YouTube space that are speaking about national. But if you find the right niche, you find the right topics, you find the right voice, the cadence, the right audience, you can definitely piggyback a lot of the national audience, realtors, YouTubers, and make a lot of the love of my life, Kyle Seagraves. I mean, he's grown really fast in the last year, 2 years. And when we look up our analytics, I mean, we have very similar audiences. So there could be another one that literally has his, he's growing at a bit higher pace. Another one that uses kind of his content and also explodes, and another one that makes another content like mine and they explode. So we're all literally just exploding each other, but you have to crack the code. Kyle Seegers brought something new to the table. He brought a fresh perspective, and you need to find that there's no room to learn. You have to just be ready to go. Second option is the local based content, which a lot of the gurus like to preach. And it's frankly the best, easiest way to get quote unquote leads. So if you're a realtor first and content creator second, you can make content about your area, pros and cons. Should you buy in this area, the marketing in this area, and you're going to get business. I mean, it's just, if you do it the right formula, you're going to get it. But it's not going to be sustained content creator growth. And that's okay. For some people, they love being realtors. I call them realtors. They love the sale. They love meeting people. They love the help. In my case, I love it, but it doesn't fill my soul. It doesn't fill my heart. I like creating content that helps people, not necessarily closing a deal that'll help somebody. So if that's the route you want to take, it's also it's a little easier, but it's a route. Either way, both options, you have to kind of get rid of that nervousness that you might have, right? Because in front of a camera, in front of a thing, even before this, I saw Jaime do this whole preparation, him get ready for camera. You kind of have to do that, right? You have to know what voice to bring and how to do it, and have that ready to go. It's going to take a few videos for you to get that, but once you do it, then you can hit it hard.
I love it.
Here's my spiel. That's my TED Talk.
You mentioned Kyle Seagraves, so yeah, he's a fan. Well, I wouldn't say he's a fan of the channel. I'd like to think so, but he's a friend of the channel. So we'll leave it there. And so that's kind of ties into the next question that I had. You mentioned you being a performer. When are you and Kyle going to start your OnlyFans account?
Oh man, a little inside joke there. I like it. It's already started. We're just not releasing the URL.
You're not releasing the content. All right.
Private.
All right. Just
it's a small audience.
It's a very niche audience. I mean, if we're gonna be
talking about niche, that's niche.
Yeah. So you didn't think I had that depth, huh? There you go. So take that. Because
did you talk to him and tell me to ask that?
No, I was, until you brought him into the conversation, I was gonna make an OnlyFans joke because of the way that you started our Zoom call today. I already had that one loaded, but then you introduced Kyle, and I was like, wow.
Cut all that out, please. It's not gonna. You're not gonna help your CPM there. Your freaking viewership is gonna go right there. So
done. Oh, this is staying on, my dude.
Oh my
staying
God.
on.
All right, your video.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, I like it. So, hey, well, talk to us a little bit about kind of, and this is actually something that you really helped me out a ton with, even right now, previously on Clubhouse, and just the exchanges that we've had, and you've helped me from a creator standpoint. Talk to us about how you go about either creating that next video or coming up with the next concept, the next topic, because you take an approach that, I mean, you see how I make my videos.
How do you make your videos? I don't know. How do you do that?
So for me, it's more of that keyword research, and I do think that it has its place. Mm-hmm. But I think in a very, I look more for what's happened in the past, so historical. But you take that thought leader approach. You cast that vision, or what you want your audience to view, and then you kind of go towards there. I don't think I'm as tapped into my audience as you are. Actually, I know I'm not. And that's where you and I had a conversation previously, and you I'm working on that actively through a coach now, thanks to you. So thank you, by the way. But how do you go about crafting that next video or that topic that you're going to cover next?
So this sounds so weird, but especially when you talk about real estate content, the way my videos come up is it starts with the seed, it starts with a little thought, a pebble, if you will. And I just create it. I have a thought. Let's just pull up the video. The one I recently made about the values. Like I had that thought maybe a few weeks ago. Maybe I made another video before that, but I had a thought like this housing value situation is terrible. And the way it's going up is these cash buyers and these people keep, bringing it up, and no one's really explaining it. So that just starts at that, and I'll let it just simmer in my brain. I'll be going throughout my day. I'll see something or hear something, and something will pop up, and I'll write it down. And then it becomes this jumbled mess of an idea. And when it's time for me to shoot, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to shoot. I have it out, and I just kind of put it into a video, and it'll change a lot. Like, let's say, for example, in that video where I talked about the values, I had this whole section thought out about speaking specifically about out-of-state buyers and how that's doing. But I eventually took that off because, like, that's just so specific to Arizona. Like, there's not other areas that are just benefiting from an explosion of value. So it grows, it kind of becomes this own thing. And then I just shoot all the video. And for me to shoot, I just literally put my camera down. I have like some few like idea of an outline, and I just talk. I don't really have a script. I just chat away. I do think of the jokes I'm going to make, because I am intentional with the jokes, because when you make a video, especially a 10-minute video, you lose people's attention. It doesn't matter what you talk about. So I have these inside jokes that come up frequently throughout all my videos, and I'll find ways to put that in there. Try, but not forcing it. So that way I get people's attention still. I'll catch it. And then have it all the video. I usually have 20 or 30 minutes of footage. And my editing session is really my therapy. Like whenever I edit, it may take me 1-2 hours, maybe 3 if it's a longer video. I'm just sitting there. I put all my phone down. Every realtor's always like, I don't have time. And that's like, I put everything aside and I'm just editing for 1 to 3 hours, putting it together, adding the words, the thoughts, the jokes, all that stuff, and then putting it into this one video. And if it's complete, I'll leave it alone. I might come back the next day. I'll rewatch my footage. I'll edit it, clean it up a little more, add the words, and then I'll put it out. So everything starts off as this idea that kind of stays in my head and it grows. Whereas most people write the script and they outline everything. And then there's a place for that. I'm not saying that's wrong, but with my style of video, people are getting literally me unfiltered, because it is literally me unfiltered. I have an idea what I'm going to make. And most of the things that people say that I see in the videos that are out like profounding is just something that came out on the spot. It sucks though. Sometimes after you're done with the video, you'll say, oh man, that would have been good if I said that. Oh, well, next video. And if I messed up in a video or something, I'll just let it go and just move on to the next one. I'll scrap a video only if I feel like it doesn't bring value to the audience. If I'm done with it, I've made a video about DACA when they allowed DACA loans for FHA. Great news for a small piece of people. I created it, edited it, and I scrapped it. I'm like, this doesn't serve my audience. It serves a very small set of it. So I'm just going to put a post on my community tab, and I'm not going to make a video. Then I let it go. That sounds weird. It's not like I don't have a board and I go down everything. I just, like right now I have a few ideas floating in my head. Like my idea right now I have in my head is like a lot of new builders. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of them are starting to do an auction system.
Yeah.
Which is very concerning.
Yeah.
And that's going to not only drive the price a lot more. So that's the idea in my head now. So it's in my brain. I already have a few thoughts and probably record tomorrow. I don't know the general idea of the video, but I know it's going to talk about that and the potential effects of that.
No, that's awesome. And that
it'll probably be out by the time this is out, right?
What's that?
When this is out, like a few weeks later?
This is going to be out next week.
So yeah, it'll be out by then for sure.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So when it comes to that, it's, that's something that the audience doesn't hear from this channel. I'm very like boom, 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 boom. Like do this, do this, do this. So them hearing your process is it's very necessary. That's something that they don't get from and it sounds like I'm speaking in third person with they, but it's something that the viewers don't get from this channel. So that's something that absolutely is very very welcome. Javier, as far as leads, before we sign off, as far as leads, since you gave away a discount at the beginning, I'm going to give away your leads that are not in Arizona. So the first person from each state that emails Javier, you're going to get all of the leads that he gets, because he gets thousands every month. So if they're playing that game,
for sure,
what's going to happen. So
all yours.
Let him know, and he'll funnel all the leads that he gets in your inbox. Javier, this has been fun, man. What can you leave as parting thoughts for those real estate agents that see your channel and like, dang, that would be awesome? But with the realization that you call them realtors, if they want to remain realtors, they don't need to get to your subscriber count and your views. They're going to be wildly successful, as you've been wildly successful along the way. What could you leave them for as parting advice or parting thoughts, those folks that are looking to get started with YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, I was starting to get subscribers turn into clients like around a few hundred subscribers. And then the most amount of business I ever got was, I think it was between 5,000 to 15,000 subscribers. That's when I had a lot more business consumer client with subscribers turning into clients. I mean, you don't need a lot. I mean, if you're going that route, you just have a solid system and you give value. You don't need all that fancy stuff. I think if I were to leave people with advice, is really identify why you're doing it and be honest with yourself, and don't do this cookie cutter. Oh, I'm just trying to get more leads, or I just want to make videos. It's the future. I think Kyle and I have talked about this, where you start, once you start getting some success, which if you do it at a high level, you will, if you did it for the wrong reason, it'll come out. And for me, like around 20 to 30,000 subscribers, I had this huge problem where I'm like, I'm not happy. Like, why am I not happy? Well, it's because I was focused so much on the amount of business I was getting, and I was getting all these deals. And for a lot of people, like having 5 to 10 deals a month is amazing. But to me, I was like, I'm not seeing my kids, I'm not able to make videos. I'm just working, showing houses all weekend. The market was normal then, which is okay. But I was like, yes, great. All these commissions are amazing. But if I would have spent that time working on my craft, working on YouTube, I could have probably made more videos and build my subscriber base, my viewer base, and get to the point where I'm making more money on ad revenue sooner. Or I could have referred all those people out, and instead of helping 5 people and losing 4 because I was so busy with the other 5, I could have got 25% out of everybody. So just, if I would have identified at an earlier point, I'm doing this because I love content creation, and just don't get yourself the client side of it, loosen up a bit, give that out, refer that out sooner. I would have been in a best spot now. If you're doing this to get more business, then live it, then go into that. Go be the realtor, and know when it gets so busy, have a team set up. I mean, if I would have started a team at 10,000 subscribers and I would have, built funnels and all this stuff, man, I'm sure I would have been the top team, right? But that's just not what filled my cup. So if that fills your cup, you want to be that realtor, there's opportunity for you. Acknowledge that and start learning that side of it. If you're going to go more larger niche content creation, YouTuber-esque thing, then know that be prepared to give up the real estate part as soon as the opportunities start coming up. I'm never going to stop doing real estate. I'm always going to sell 1 or 2 deals a month just because I have to, because it's the content I create. But I personally am miserable when I do over 5 or 6, because it's just I'm working too hard and I don't see my kids. And to me, I'm 28. I had a lot of people pass away of COVID this last 6 months. Life's too short to go and have to show houses, and you only get limited time with your family.
I love it. Javier, where can people connect with you?
Oh man, I wish I had something to plug. Instagram, Javier Vidana. Don't subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can go watch a few, but don't mess up my algorithm.
I knew you'd say that.
Clubhouse, I guess I'm trying to grow that too. I'm giving a lot of free advice on Clubhouse right now, so go follow me on Clubhouse. I think I might start a room for like live streaming, because a lot of people are talking about YouTube and video creation, but no one's talking about live streaming.
Yeah.
for like on the business side of things. So I might do that. So go join that and just follow me, and I'm sure it'll let you know if I'm go live or something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Javier, thank you so much for joining the channel. Super excited that you made the time. And I've just enjoyed this one. This one has been different. I like it.
So it was better than Kyle's.
Kyle's with calming, I fell asleep.
Kyle's calm and I'm chaotic. It's the perfect match.
That's gonna be the clip, by the way, that is gonna start the live stream.
What, the Kyle's calm and I'm that the end of it?
Yeah.
Oh man. Nah, yeah, that'd be funny.